teacher Dipali and today's host. Today we have Mr. Farhan Qureshi, a past pupil of Don Bosco Academy, who is serving as a judicial magistrate. So Farhan, please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you, teacher. I am Farhan Qureshi, presently serving as a judicial magistrate first class and a civil judge junior division at Deepangaon, district Khargone. Have done my entire schooling from Don Bosco Academy in Rajpur itself. I passed out my class 12 in the year 2012, so I am a student of batch of 2012 of Don Bosco Academy. And after completing my schooling, thereafter I moved to Indore in order to pursue law, as I have always been inclined toward the judicial services. And I completed my law from IPS Academy Indore. It is a 5-year integrated course which comprises of BA as well as LLB degrees. And while I was in my final year in the college, I appeared for MP Judicial Services exam, which is organized by the Honorable MP High Court. Alhamdulillah, I cleared the exam in my first attempt, and thereafter I was posted at Khandwa district as a judicial magistrate second class, and thereafter I got promoted, and presently I am serving as a judicial magistrate first class and civil judge junior division at Khargone district.
Great. So, how do you see the educational system of Don Bosco, and how has it personally enriched you?
Okay, so schooling is a stepping stone in everyone's career, as we all know that schooling is the foundation step for building anyone's career. So as we all know that schooling is the foundation to build anyone's career, and my case was no different from any others. And Don Bosco has been, I am very proud to say that Don Bosco has been the stepping stone to build my career. Most importantly, Don Bosco has a unique blend of education system which comprises of not only academics but also of numerous extracurricular activities. And most importantly, the best feature about Don Bosco that I very close to my heart is its focus on the education in the value building and character building of an individual. So Don Bosco has been very focused in this direction, that not only as a Don Bosco student, one must not only be academically sound, but it is very important that he is a good person and he has a good character in him. So the education system of Don Bosco has very much benefited me to build the traits in my personality which is helping me right now to serve my society as a judicial officer. It has inculcated in me patience, compassion, feelings about other people, and thinking about others first than putting ourselves first. Education system of Don Bosco has numerous extracurricular activities, as I mentioned. So I was very much into every extracurricular activities in my schooling time. I was very much into public speaking, I was very much into sports, I was in the football team, I was in the cricket team, I was in the basketball team. Debater, the school organized many debates and I used to take part in all of them. One very important activity which the school organizes was the news capsule or the morning talks and annual functions. So I used to host all of them, which in a way developed in me an oratorship, and the fear of public speaking was no more there from right from my schooling days. I was very much into public speaking, and it helped me further in building my career. Whenever I came in a situation where I had to face people, and now also being a judicial officer, we have to organize many literacy camps, and we have to go to villages and we have to educate the poor and the needy about law and their rights and their duties and everything. So that which was inculcated in me in the schooling days about public speaking and oratorship is helping me right now, and it has also helped me in my interview process as well. When I was appearing for my interviews in my judicial services exam, the interview was taken by the Honorable judges of the High Court. So it was very nervous situation for me. But as soon as I entered into the interview hall, my whole anxiety and my whole impatience just fade away. It was a very fluent conversation with the honorable justices, and as a result of that, I 110% I give all the credit to Don Bosco in my selection as a judicial officer. So the judicial system of the Don Bosco Academy in all is it gives a 360-degree development to the child, and I want to be exaggerating in saying that I am what I am today because the education I got from Don Bosco Academy, Rajpur.
So I wanted you to share with our viewers your journey to being a judicial magistrate.
Okay. So my journey started right from my schooling days. I was very much clear in my thoughts that I want to be a judicial officer and serve my society through that means. And my father is also an advocate, so that also played a great role in my inclination towards the law profession. And also I would like to add here that judiciary is not a job. Being judge is not just a job, but it is a service. So Don Bosco has inculcated in me the feeling of service and servitude, which somewhere influenced me to take up services. And my father was an advocate, so this somewhere motivated me to take up judiciary. I was also thoughtful about UPSC and MPPSC, but at the end, having access to my capabilities, my strength, my weaknesses, I found myself fit to be serving my people and my society through judiciary and judgeship. So after 12th, I pursued law from IPS Academy in Indore, and during my college also, I was very clear that I want to be a judicial officer, and litigation was never in my mind that I want to go into litigation, because judgeship was something that always inspired me and intrigued me. That as we all know that judgeship is not a human action or human function. Judgeship is something which is a godly function, and only Almighty Allah, Almighty God has the rights and power to judge any person's act. And what we are doing is a function which is designated to be done by Allah, designated to be done by Almighty God. So the piousness of the profession was very much attractive, and I got very much inclined towards it, and I prayed to God that Almighty Allah show me the path through which I can serve my society. And I am very fortunate that Allah gave me guidance and Allah motivated me to take up a profession which is in fact His own function, and I am on this land, I am executing His function and His duties. So after pursuing my law, after completing my law, I prepared for judicial service examination and appeared for the same when I was in my final semester. I appeared for judicial service examination in the year 2017. I cleared my prelims, and thereafter I appeared for the mains. Alhamdulillah, I cleared the mains as well.
Wow,
And final step was the interview. I appeared for the interview, and now today I am where I am.
Great hard work.
Thank you.
So, Farhan, what are the requirements to be a judicial magistrate, and what are the exams that have to be cleared for?
Okay, so I'm going to answer the first part of your question, that what are the qualities to be a judicial magistrate or a judge. With regard to qualities, there is a saying or a quotation in judiciary that goes like, when asked that who can be a judge, the answer came, one who is a gentleman should be a judge. And if he knows law, it is a surplus. It is well and good if he knows law. So, as I mentioned before, that it is a pious duty that we are doing as a judicial officer. So, it is very important for a person to be a gentleman, to be considerate about other people, to have a feeling of compassion for others, to be conscious about the social scenario, so socio-economic condition of a particular area. as we know that in the courtroom, it is the advocates and the parties who speaks, and the judge is the one who listens. So one needs to be a patient listener in order to be a good judge or a good magistrate. And with being a patient listener, he should also be very articulative and observant about little details and things that could, yeah, so very important to be very keen observer and very observant in noticing things and whatever the evidence comes before us in order to reach a conclusion in a given case in order to serve justice. So these were the few qualities that I wanted to point out that one must have in order to be a judicial magistrate. Coming to the second part of your question, that what are the examinations to be cleared in order to be a judicial magistrate. In order to get into judiciary, different high courts of different states organizes entrance exam. In MP, the Honorable Madhya Pradesh High Court organizes Civil Judge Junior Division exam, which comprises of 3-tier process. First of all, there is a prelims exam. So it is an MCQ type exam in which there are 150 questions, and when you clear prelims, thereafter there is a written examination of full length which is called as mains exam. It comprises of 4 papers which includes both law and general studies as well, and judgment writing. First paper is of civil, second is of general writing, and third is of criminal, and finally the last paper is judgment writing. So once you which is of 400 marks, and when you clear the mains examination, you get shortlisted for the interview process. Interviews are organized by the Honorable High Court, MP High Court, and the interviewers are also Honorable Justice of Madhya Pradesh High Court. So when you clear the mains examination, you have to appear for the interviews at Madhya Pradesh High Court Jabalpur, where the interviews are taken by the Honorable Justice. And once you clear all the 3 examinations in one go, then you are posted as a Civil Judge Junior Division and Judicial Magistrate second class. Here I want to clear things that when you clear the exam, you get 2 powers. One is in the civil side and the other is in the criminal side. So when I exercise my criminal powers, that I am exercising the powers of judicial magistrate. So judicial magistrate is the designation when I am hearing cases of criminal nature, and when I am presiding over cases which are related to civil rights of people, be it money related suits, be it property related suits. So all these cases, when I hear those cases, I am presiding as a Civil Judge Junior Division. So this was about the examination process and the qualities of a judge.
So my last question to you is, what are your guidance and your orientation to our younger generation?
Okay, to our younger generation, I would like to say that be hungry, be curious, ask questions, be critical about things, try to look at things at 360-degree view, and most importantly, be compassionate. Be compassionate with your dealings with people, be compassionate with whatever you do. It is most important thing that a human must have in him is compassion about other people, be considerate about other people, be inclusive in whatever you are doing, have a feeling of consideration about others, and most importantly, be a good person. Be a good person that Don Bosco has taught to be. That value system that Don Bosco has inculcated in you. That will eventually lead in making and building a society which is of inclusive in nature, which is pluralistic, and which has a 360-degree approach towards world problems. So this is all I want to give the message to my younger generation.